Alright, welcome to my reaction for episode 8 of Sangatsu no Lion. Last time we got to learn more about Takahashi. Hina got to learn more about shogi. I don't know how much of that we're going to get, of them actually trying to teach her how to play and teaching the audience how to play, if we don't already know. But, you know, Nikaido had that nice little book that he made, so they should sell that. Honestly. You got anime figures, you got anime merchandise, sell a copy of that book to teach kids how to play shogi. I'd buy it. Yeah. So anyway, we're going to get into episode 8. We're starting off with the OP here. Let's go in 3, 2, 1, play. So yeah, while the OP plays, let me say the usual. If you enjoy these videos, subscribe to the channel. Sangatsu comes out every Friday, with other videos every single day of the week. Also, check out the description down below for links to Twitter and Discord if you want to hang out there, and Patreon, where you can get these videos early. Vote in polls to decide what shows I'm going to watch, and just support the channel. So thank you very much. And I get so wrapped up in the OP, I don't want to talk during it. It's real good. No idea what we're going to get next. Pretty unpredictable of what we might focus on in each new episode. You never know if we're just going to have him having dinner with the sisters again, or what character we might focus on, new characters, continuing with Teach Me How to Play Shogi, which is cool with me. I think that's a cool idea. Alright, yeah, we're picking up right here. Continuing with the Shogi instruction, and Momo is way into it because of Botaro. She loves his fluffiness. Alright, let's go. We're going to continue with the shogi tutorial. Alright, cool. Pawn. Simple. That's a chess thing. Lance is not a chess thing. Okay. A lance just shoots forward. A knight, you know, the L shape. Silver General, that's a new. Oh, that's an interesting movement pattern. The Gold General. Whoa, pretty good, pretty good. But then the thing is, the issue is, when watching the show, I'm not going to know which piece is which, because I can't read the Japanese that's written on the pieces. So I don't know which is which. In chess, they look different. If you made them cats, that'd be way better. Just make a shogi version where they're all actually cats. Good job, King. Good for you. The king can move wherever the hell he pleases. That's cool. Beat him up with a fish. Oh, they worked so hard to get so far. And they finally entered. Whoa! It's like getting kinged in checkers. Nice. He became a goddamn gold general. I'm very invested in his story. He got promoted. He rose through the ranks through hard work and diligence. What a cat. Yeah, it is. Him. He wrote it. It says it on the front that it was written by him. Yeah. What a king. The true hero of shogi. Is it magic? That's so cool. How many copies of that does he have? How many did he make? That's cool, though. He's got a talent for drawing. It's very fun for him to do, and he uses that to teach people about his other hobby, shogi. Okay, they probably didn't want it, but, that's cool. He's got plenty of copies of it. That's awesome, honestly. Yeah, just throw that together. You should sell it. He's not really interested in that, though. Give them out to those who want to learn. Yeah, start off simple, of course. I think you did a good job. True. I don't know if Ray really did much. And he's just going on ahead. He's happy with himself, though. He's like, yeah, we did it. We taught them how to play shogi. I will accompany you to the ends of the earth, my rival. Yep, I'm coming home with you. I'm not asking. I'm telling. I guess so. No. He's coming. He is just... Oh, and now they're here. And now home with movers. Well, that's awesome. I'll take that for sure. But what are you moving in here? Is it just a shogi board? Well, that's nice. That's really helpful. Thank you. But he's... Yeah. Hey, that's cool, though. But he's the only one laying on it. Yeah. He's just down there. I guess he likes it down there. It's fine for him. Wow. Teach me how to play shogi. Yeah. Oh. We're doing this. Oh God. No. My nightmares about this had ended, and now they're being brought back to the surface again. I guess that's the lance, but now I know more. Now I understand them, and I can relate to them. And isn't that just how it is? These things look a little different, so maybe you fear them at first, but then you go to understand them and you say, they're just like you. A true life lesson from Sangatsu no Lion. Playing the ED, like 5 minutes into the episode, that's a very Gintama thing to do. Interesting. But yeah, it's good for Ray having these people that are close to him. They're very good for him. And, good for him for, helping out Ray. Maybe be a little more... Like you said, you gotta take things one step at a time. So maybe ease into a little bit more. Maybe ask permission for things like coming over or putting new things into someone else's home. Be nice. As you have been. Continue being helpful. He's a good guy. But, just maybe ask. But oh well. It's fine. Ray's fine. He needs the help. And now we're on Image. Trying to fold it up. Well, shit. And what's all the other stuff? But hey, it's filling out. As he becomes more fulfilled as a person through the interactions of those around him, his apartment becomes more filled. Yes! Hello. I remember them. They were in, like, episode 1. It's been a while. Yeah, he got way into it. It's beautiful. And that guy, I believe, is Tomokazu Sugita. I mentioned Gintama earlier, and that's Gintoki, I think. The power of youth. Yeah, he got so riled up giving you advice that he fucking became physically ill. Damn. Yeah, he's rising up there. He really considers you his rival, and he can't have you slacking off. He really cares. So it could be really bad. It could be just a big downward spiral. So you really have to kind of take control of it now before it gets too bad. He got to see exactly what it was like for somebody to go through that. Nikaido is focused on moving forward and winning. Who knows? Yeah, it's not. His body is quite weak, and yet he's got that drive. Oh, and Akari's reading it too. Since she thinks he's cute and fluffy, I'm sure she appreciates his drawings too. Yeah, they did. What is now she's gonna make the cats play like they're shogi pieces. Oh damn. That's so cool. Who knows? Maybe they could. That's cool too. That can help them get closer to their grandfather. Yeah, it seems like it's a pretty simple setup once you have it. And I mean, that's true of many different things, of course. A lot of games that are very simple to set up, and they can bring people together when, as long as everybody's enjoying it. Yeah, that would have to be pretty funny to watch him just doing that all the time. So it's kind of like a reward. Yeah, like when you see that happen, you know you've done a really good job and you want to do it again. Kind of a... What? Something that his father loved and aspired to. Yeah, it's kind of sinking in after, I guess, taking it for granted. Oh shit, it's her! Kyoko. I was hoping to meet her in the present sometime soon. See what she's up to. What are you doing with, like, the trench coat? Hi. Well, shit. Distant Thunder, Part 1. Okay, just from that? That's pretty cool. Yeah. Lightning's pretty cool to look at anytime, honestly, as long as it's not hitting something and, it's not destructive. It's pretty cool. For you guys, it's maybe a little weird. He's like, no, you leave. Well, shit. Yeah. I don't think she's going to be one to back down. I think you're going to have to let her in. I guess she's got you there. Now he's got a nice big bed. I wonder what she's going to do with that. I gotta piss. She is not going to let you not let her in. She's going to take a bath, even. I don't know. Just soaking her feet. Okay. Got like a businesswoman outfit. It's kind of tense, like not knowing what she's gonna be like now, or what she's gonna say or try to do. Because she's gotta be like. What's she in, like her early 20s? His best friend gave it to him. Well, it is a pretty nice view. What? I mean, you gotta move out on your own sometime. Pick where you want to live, and there you go. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't think he wants that. Damn. Demanding, aren't you? And how long? How long is lately? And which guy is this? Sounds kind of like a disapproving question. Like, what's up with this guy? And now this is happening. Whoa, what was that this guy? What did this guy... Whoa, what the hell was happening there? Well, yeah, Goto's a parasite. Some asshole who beat the shit out of Ray. Are you sure? I mean, from what we saw of her when she was younger, she seems like she would... Yeah, that, pretty much. But yeah, what's the deal with this guy? She might be in a kind of abusive relationship. Maybe he doesn't get violent, but who knows what kind of guy he is other than that. Well, shit, that's today. I love all the colors and the style of this. It's an older guy. Yeah, you could say depressing or you could say very admirable. So how will he fare in this match after a visit from Kyoko like that? And now, after hearing that, like, oh, if he loses, he's going to retire. Make Ray feel bad about winning. Acting like she's got money riding on the match or something. It's trying to get him to lose. He looks kind of weird without his glasses. Damn. Well, shit, I didn't expect her to show up so suddenly. But let's talk about it a little bit. So we've got some good stuff with Nikaido and some really interesting stuff with Kyoko, too, which was a big surprise. But Nikaido is so much fun. Seeing him interact with Rei like that, like I talked about last time, I love the fact that they're actually teaching Hina and Momo, she's invested just because of Botaro, shogi. I think that's really great. You know, Rei getting closer to these people is such a good thing for him. And like I said during the reaction, I don't know if that's an intentional metaphor, but him, you know, sort of maybe progressing in his life and being more fulfilled as a person, and of course adding new things to his apartment. It seems like that would be the obvious symbolism they would be going for. But being able to share that with them is such a great thing. They were talking about how simple it is. And again, that's true for so many different things. Any games or activities or whatever that you can set up on the fly that can bring people together if they enjoy it and they can form a strong connection there. like just letting them in, since they didn't even know, apparently, that he was a pro shogi player and knew nothing about that side of his life because he just didn't share it. Sharing that part of your life with them, or like last episode when he had that big kind of outburst, he raised his voice, which they had never heard before, letting out your true feelings, your true emotions, letting them see your true self and letting them in, getting close to them, is going to be beneficial to him. And we see how they can form a connection through something like shogi. They can get closer to him and Nikaido, or even their own grandfather who's way into it. He's like, oh shit, now I can play against them. But that makes me want to get better too, because I don't want to lose to my granddaughters. So that's really great. And just the fact that Nikaido wrote and illustrated the book himself, and he's just so into it. He loves shogi, he really likes drawing, and he wants to help people. If he can create this way to easily teach people how to play shogi, then he wants to do that. He's such a nice guy. And helping out Rei, again, maybe coming on a little too strongly. Just, I'm coming to your house. But it's really funny, and it's really fitting for his character, and just bringing the bed, that's really cool. That's, it's just absurd. But I like it, and the fact that he slept on it, and then we have Kyoko sleeping on it, and who knows if Rei ever will. But going to those lengths and giving all that intense commentary during Rei's match that affected his body negatively. He has this weak body, and yet he has this incredible drive and motivation that can be like kind of, like he said, suffocating for Rei. And he doesn't understand where it's coming from. But it's great to have him around. I like the flashbacks, too, for both dads, like as we learn a little bit more about the shogi situation, about exactly what it might mean if he continued to lose, and getting that motivation to keep trying, thinking about his adopted father who had that issue about dropping down a class and going through all the stress, and him getting to observe what that was like, and then his actual father, and about how he would be when they played shogi, when Rei would actually spend a ton of time studying, get really good, and play really well. That specific pose that his father would do, that he really liked to see, like this aspect of his father's personality, like a genuine component of him that he didn't maybe get to see very often, would come out, and so he would want to keep getting better at shogi to continue being able to see that side of his father. That's really cool. And again, it's just talking about the connections that something like this can form between people. We saw the shogi cat thing again. Still a little terrifying, but it's really fun. I love the visuals, all the colors there, and during the Kyoko sequence, all the colorization and stylization that they did there too. But yeah, it's cool to learn more about it. I love that presentation. Nikaido's a very helpful guy with those cat descriptions. It's just that, like I said, when we're actually watching matches, I don't know which piece is which, because they all look the same, and I can't read what's written on them, so it's really not going to be any help. And I never really figured this show would be any kind of instruction manual for shogi, but it's cool to have scenes like that regardless. But Kyoko, I really, really, really wanted to see her sometime soon in the present, but I didn't think suddenly she would just show up like that, like lightning striking out of nowhere and bringing on a torrential downpour. But for her to just show up, that scene was tense because she seems to be a very complicated character. When we first learned more about her, I was like, wow, what a bitch. And I don't disagree with that initial assessment, but we also learn more about her during that scene where, after the fact, when you stop and think about it, you can really understand her situation more and more, but you also feel like, yeah, she's still kind of an asshole though. And so this whole scene, I just didn't know why she was there, what she wanted, what she was going to say, what she was going to do. You know, we had that ominous scene in, I think it was episode 4 or something, with her like laying on top of him, and we don't know exactly what happened there, or how long ago that was, or what she's like now that she's older. So that scene was really tense in just a, I don't know what this girl is up to kind of way. It goes mostly how you'd expect, with her being completely dominant and not really giving him a chance to refuse at all. Of course, he has to let her in, let her soak her feet, give her a shirt, let her sleep over. And it's hard to tell, honestly. I really want to know more about her. it's hard to get kind of a grasp on exactly how she's feeling here. She seems like she's probably calmed down from when she was younger, but it seems to have taken on maybe a more, like, passive-aggressive nature. Like, everything she was saying to him about towards the end there, about the old guy. And we already know that he has issues with feeling bad about winning, because it makes other people lose. So you've got this guy who's like, oh yeah, well, they say that if he loses this one, he's gonna retire. I said that kind of gets the feeling of her having money on the match, and she's trying to get him to lose, and I don't think it's anything like that, although that would be interesting. But it's just like, that's just how she is. Like, she's just trying to get under his skin rather than punching him in the face. She knows these deeper methods that she can use to hurt him. But there's part of her that seems like she maybe kind of cares. It kind of honestly comes off like a young kid picking on someone they have a crush on, I kind of get that vibe from it. And we learn a little bit about her situation too with her boyfriend, who may be abusive. He apparently hit Ray one time, and we don't know why. We don't know the full story there, or what that guy's like. But her getting into a relationship with a guy like that kind of makes sense. And yeah, I do think that, if he fucking hit her, she'd probably stab his face off. But who knows? The kind of mindset that you could get into while in an abusive relationship could totally just warp your behavior. So who the hell knows? But maybe he's not physically abusive towards her, but maybe he's abusive in other ways. I don't know what he's like, what kind of influence he's having on her life. But so far, he seems kind of like bad news from what we've seen. Just from what Ray said at the beginning when he said, like, are you still with that guy? Just from the way he said it right there, we immediately know, like, ooh, that guy doesn't sound good. So Kyoko really seems to still have a lot of her issues that she had when she was younger. I want to see more of her. I want to see more of what she's really like and what she's up to nowadays. I want to know how much has changed just from getting older, how much of her life is affected by this boyfriend, how she really feels about Ray. I really want to see more of her, but I feel like she might be the kind of character who shows up just every so often, and when she does, it's really impactful. Like, she might not be around all the time. Like I said, it could be like a flash of lightning. She'll just show up, you'll go for a while without seeing her, and then all of a sudden, just like here, how suddenly she was just there unexpectedly. I could see that being a recurring thing. We go for a while, things are peaceful, we maybe stop thinking about her for a little bit, and then bam, she's just suddenly back in your life for a day, just like that. And as soon as we see her, we'll know, like, ooh, things are about to get shaken up, because she still seems like not a great person, but she seems really interesting. And that was a really, really good scene. So I just want to see more. Seems like the kind of character who every time she shows up, you'll know, like, ooh, this is gonna be interesting. She also hasn't spoken to her dad in a while. Ray even seems like he has some affection for her there too. Like, he seems, worried about her because of her situation with Goto. And I don't know, it seems like a very complicated relationship, and I really like it just from the little that we've seen so far. I mean, we kind of started the show with her as one of the first scenes of her insulting him and seeing little flashes here and there. Then we finally get to learn who she is and what she's like, and then for her to suddenly show up in the present. She's interesting. I don't want to say I like her, like, as a person so far, but she's interesting, and what it seems like she could bring to the story and to Ray's character is interesting. So yeah, I'm torn between wanting to see more of her right now and wanting to save her for, like, special times. I don't know about her brother. We'll see him someday. So that's about it. Let me know your thoughts on this episode, on the Nikaido scene. That was mostly just fun and cute, and then we get this turn with Kyoko. How do you feel about her without spoiling things, of course, like this scene with her, or how you felt about her at this earlier point in the story? But yeah, we can discuss it more down in the comments, so thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more videos. Check out the Patreon if you want to support what I'm doing here. Thank you so much, and I will see you next time.